first, hello guys and welcome to another video. This one was requested by the Discord and so I'm gonna do it. They wanted me to review the blue butterflies, okay? But I thought I'd do a little big one and I also do a review for the winter butterflies, the red butterflies, the butterfly double refill box, and the butterfly brick box. So yeah, it's going to be a big one. Hope you enjoy it. Grab some snacks, grab something to drink and enjoy it. So first of all, we start with the originals, okay? The blue ones and the red ones. For a little background info, these cards are done by Cartamundi, they're printed by Cartamundi. Andre Prinitschka is the creator and it was designed by Stefan Eriksson in Sweden. Yeah. So they are the best cards for magicians, in my opinion, because they have the best marking system. Like the spectator can tell me any card. Let's say the 7 of diamonds, okay? 7 of diamonds is just a normal card, but I can cut once and it already was controlled to the top. So it's just the best mark deck. It has a special feature where you can let them choose the card, put it back in, and now you just have to do one cut and can tell it's in the 3rd position. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I hope that works. Oh no, it was in 4th position. I think it worked. And you can do stuff like this with the cards. And they basically have a two-way marking system. So a marking system that you can read from both sides, and a one-way marking system, which makes some effects be more likely to easier. Like Andre Prinitschka said, it's not like it's a tool. It's not a trick. It's a tool, and it's the best fucking tool that you have in a normal deck of cards. So for the cards, the aces are not standard. We have the ace of spades and the ace of clubs. So aces are not standard. They have this like nice flowery design, but they look extremely nice. I love them. Here you can see butterfly playing cards. It's developed into a whole brand, which I love. And the back design looks like this. And the joker like this. Yeah, and the cards which I love about them, they have many Easter eggs, like little markings that they don't tell you about in the tutorial. Yeah. Now, for the red ones, the blue ones have like this nice Pantone blue color, and the red ones are a little bit brighter, but they feel exactly the same. They look also amazing. The aces are completely the same. The one joker is different, but it's not a big difference. Yeah. But to the what I wanted to talk about. Yeah. Basically, every time you do a nice trick, every time you see me do a trick with a butterfly deck, it's obviously taking advantage of these markings. Yeah. I'm teaching you a trick later in the video, but yeah, which I love to do with marked cards, but you need a table for that. So exactly so. This is the red color. It's a bit not my type, but it looks nice. So now for the the tuck boxes. The tuck boxes look pretty standard. You have the logo in the middle, the butterfly. You have the butterfly playing card on the flap. Down here at the big one, you can tell the color. This one is blue, obviously. And here you have a little red stripe. And the inside looks like the back design a bit. So that's number 1. And in there is a little text that's saying the sky's the limit, but I don't think you can see that. So for the red one, it's the exact same, but down here is a big red border. And you have a red tuck box. Red inside of the tuck box. The tuck box feel pretty standard, but you want them also to feel pretty standard because shouldn't look like a luxury deck which you have which achieves other effects than a normal deck of cards. That's why you want it to look standard. So now for another part, I talked about the tutorial I think once or twice in this video. I bought one deck with a tutorial, and the tutorial is the best tutorial I ever saw on Magic. It's, I think, 2.5 hours long, and it only costs, I think, 13 euros more. It's 2.5 hours long. Andre goes into performs 12 or 13 tricks and teaches everyone to you. He talks about how he developed the design. He talks about some ways to reverse a card for the one-way marking system. Yeah, and it's a very, very great tutorial. If you get butterfly cards and you want them to use for cardistry, I don't think you need the tutorial. You don't need it, because these cards look super good in motion. They have this ornate design on the back. You don't need it. But if you want to do like 1 or 2 tricks with marked cards, buy the tutorial if you have the money for it. But if you want a good deck with a good trick, you have to buy it. It's such a great tutorial. I've watched it, I think, twice or thrice. It's a very, very good thing. So that's it for the 2 standard decks. So now for the refill thing with them, because you can only buy one normal deck with the tutorial for 27 euros and 37 cents, I think. But you can also buy a butterfly refill thing. These are 30 edition refills. They cost also 2 of them. Also 2 of them cost 27 euros and 37 cents. But you get 2 of them, and you get them in this nice looking box. Down here is all the details. They also are down in the box. Yeah, and the refills don't have a nice packaging and stuff like this. That's it for the special ones. Now, what my butterfly playing cards look like, I can show you the brick box, because I bought a whole brick of them. This is what a brick box looks like. It has this butterfly, like flowery design again, in another colorway on the flaps, here and here. And here you have 12 butterfly decks in blue. Because I bought them blue, they come in, wait a second. They come in new deck order and not any kind of stack. Yeah, they feel obviously amazing. And they come in normal new deck order. That's how they come. So, yeah. I'm going to get the Gaff cards and the other jokers and the packaging later in the video. So that's it for the brick box. I bought a brick box because these are my daily worker cards. Like I said in my EDC video, which comes out, I think, next Wednesday? Yeah, next Wednesday. I carry these every day in a card clip with a deck of bikes every day, because if you want marked cards, get the real ones, and they're not expensive. I think for the brick, I got them in a discount. They were 70 euros. I got a discount, 10% discount code, and now I only paid 63 euros for 12 decks, which totals to about 5 euros and 25 cents per deck. For this quality of cards and this amazing marking system, if you want good marked cards, buy the one with the tutorial. It's so great. If you don't like it, then you still have a good tutorial for effects with marked decks. And if you like it, jackpot. Yeah, exactly. So these were the original butterflies, and then they came out with a bunch of new designs. Like they had a Borderless series, which was basically this one. This is the winter deck. They also had spring, summer, and autumn of these. I only got the winter deck because I like blue a little bit more. So, and they have black and silver decks, which are basically just the cards with silver foil and silver gilding. They had them with gold. They had them in black and white. They have them with borders. They in purple. So every kind of deck you can only imagine gets it. And soon the butterfly workers will come out, which I'm very excited for. But now for the review of the Borderless series winter edition. The cards look like this. They're basically blue butterflies with a bunch more details, which I like. They are the same quality of cards, the best quality you can get. The aces look a bit different, like the chords. you have some, let me get a queen, a king, a jack, and all the aces. The aces look like the other ones, but have little designs. Like here's a big blue thing. You can watch the other video. There isn't it, or I can get it. Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically you have the ace of hearts and the ace of spades. The ace of spades here has a little, how's it called? A little blue flower. Flower is blue on this deck. And the same thing with the ace of diamonds. It also has a blue flower on front. The ace of clubs also has a blue flower on the front, and exactly like the ace of hearts. So these 4 aces are a bit different. Yeah, exactly. So these are the 4 aces of the Borderlands series. Then you have the court cards got recolored with other colors because it's winter themed, and it looks standard to the untrained eye, but for us magicians we know that it looks just very, very good. So that's this one. One thing I could mention, wait, I have a little list here with all the markings the butterfly system has. I can just name them to you to tell you how many there are. You have a one-way marking system, a two-way marking system, a lefty marking system, an ace marking system, and a Monica stack marking system. And you can tell if the card got reversed from the top, from the faces. So they have 7 marking systems and a bunch more that I didn't find, but they just look nice. And in other marking system, that's basically the standard marking system, but a bit variated. So, but they look nice. And they have marking system to tail, a royal flush, and if it's a high card or a low card. So they have many marking systems. So if you are a magician, get this deck. Even if you don't like marked cards, this is basically like a deck in stack, but you don't need to prepare it. You can do any stack trick, any trick that you need a stack for, you can do with this deck. It's so amazing. Yeah, maybe I'm a bit of a fanboy, but I just love it. So now for the final review, or the tuck box first. The tuck box here is completely blank inside, but it has this nice matte finish. It's a matte tuck box, not like a normal one here. It has the butterfly design on the flap. Again, says butterfly playing cards here. The logo is a bit different here, but it looks the same. Here we have a little blue stripe to tell that it's the winter edition, and here you have some more details. So now for this one, then you have the blue one and the wet one. So first of all, design-wise, I love the design, but it's not my favorite. I think I give these a 9 out of 10 in design, and these two a 7 out of 10. In magic-wise, borderless cards, many people don't like borderless cards. I didn't like borderless cards until I got these cards. So magic-wise, if you need a deck like bicycles, get 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Very, very nice. So, and now for the, so basically for me, these two cards are like a 9 out of 5 of the 10, and this one is a 10 out of 10. I think the prices are, if you buy them once, you get 1 plus tutorial from these two for 27.37, or 2 of them together for 27.37, but you don't get a tutorial. And one of these costs 17.37, I think. Yeah, exactly. And then there are many more other stuff. So a brick box normally costs 100 euros, but you get I think 103, but you get 12 decks plus a tutorial deck. So you get, if you buy a blue brick of 12, you get 12 decks plus 1 wrapped deck with tutorial. So you get basically a 27 euro item to it. So one last time, all of these cards for me, this one is a 9 out of 5 of 10, this one is a 10 out of 10, because this looks a bit flashy. Even though it doesn't look flashy, I get more comments about, is this a magic deck from this one than from these two, because the colors are just standard. But if you want cardistry, get one of the Borderlands series. They're fucking amazing. I'm a bit jealous, or I'm a bit envy, because I love these cards, but they look amazing. So give me a second, I get the jokers, the extra cards. So now for the rest, here I got the package in which the red ones came in. I store all my duplicate butterfly cards in here, but slow down. Basically, the butterfly playing cards are coming in a little nice package like this. Then you open it, it looks like this. You get the tutorial link, which I have to blur out, but it looks like this basically. Yeah, so it comes like this, which the packaging of this is so ornate. It looks so nice. If you fold it together, it looks like a normal card box. Yeah, so this one is the packaging of this. Then I got one more, which you can count to the butterfly brand, but it doesn't need to. It's basically a carrot case, but it has a butterfly on top, so it looks like this, which I got for my Fontaine character deck. If you want a review for them, tell it to me. I will probably do it. Yeah. And now for the extra cards you get a Joker. One you get with this flowery design. One you get with the standard design, and you get a double back. So, and for the red ones, this looks like this. This is the red one, the pretty Joker of the red one, and this is the normal Joker that comes with it. And you also get a double back. And I sorted all of my Jokers out of the decks in a brick. So you get, for the blue ones, you also get a double back, a standard Joker, and a flowery Joker. Yeah, these are all the extra cards you get with them. And yeah, they look nice, they feel nice. I think I said it a million times, but if I mean it, I mean it. So, thanks for watching. Love to read the comments. I try to respond to every one of them. Join the Discord, and I will link every single product I named in this video down at the bottom. Okay, so have a great rest of your day, and if you like the video, like it. If you want to see more of me, subscribe. I try to upload every Wednesday and every Sunday, but thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. So, and now for the tutorial. Yeah, the tutorial always comes in the back. Sorry for doing the unmod already, but I think I forgot the tutorial that I wanted to teach you. Okay, first of all, the effect. You count down 16 cards, okay? These are 8. And these are 8 again. These 8 cards have to be marked or the effect doesn't work. So first of all, you let the spectator choose a card. Let's say he says, I don't know, one of these, but you don't have to see it. I always do it with a number, let's say 7, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This card you have to remember. I will not look at it, it goes in the middle of the pack, and the spectators can shuffle too. I'm just going to shuffle a bit, but the spectators can shuffle. I don't do any forward shuffles, I don't try to keep the deck in any particular order, but yeah, this is basically a trick. So then you tell them about a principle that you heard with flowers. And you can do it storyline. I always do it. I lay the deck cards out like this. It looks like 4 flowers, okay? So like this and like this. So these 4 flowers are just there for, you can do it in any shape. You can do it in a triangle, in a rectangle, or a quadrant, or I don't know. But basically, now you're going to tell him that he should point at 2 of the cards. Let's say he points at this 2, then you say you delete the other ones. So half of them are gone. Now for the other 2, point to anyone. This one, good. We delete this. Then we only have 4 cards left. You tell them they should point at 2. They point at these 2. You eliminate them, and then they tell you to stop anywhere. Let's say here. You eliminate this card, and the one card that is still in there is going to be their selected card. So, Now for the tutorial. You actually need 16 cards, so if you want to do it, grab a deck of marked cards. Without marked cards, it's a bit different. I can teach it to you later, or I teach it to you after the trick. A method without marked cards, but with marked cards it's way easier. Basically, you let them choose a card, look at the marking. I can tell that it's the 10 of hearts, right? Put it back in the deck, okay? So now what you're going to do, you let them shuffle, and you have to remember 10 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 10 of hearts. And the stuff on this, and the method you're going to use to force them, it's basically like a force. The card that you want is called Magician's Choice. Magician's Choice is basically, they point at these two and you want them to have this card, okay? When they point at this card, you say, I eliminate this one. If you want them to, if they point on this card, you say, okay, we eliminate the other one. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to spread the cards in these 4 flowers, and now the 10 of hearts is here. For visualization, I will turn the 10 of hearts around. Now we have the 4 flowers again. So, and if they're going to point, now you tell them that they should point at 2 of the flowers. Let's say they point at this one and this one. Then you would say, we eliminate those and scrape those to the side. If they say anyone and this one, you say, we scrape the other ones to the side. Let's say they say this one and this one. So then you're going to say, because you know the card is here, we're going to eliminate the other ones. Then they point to any one of these 2. If they point to this one, you say we keep this. If they point to this one, you say we eliminate this. Okay. Now for the last 4 cards, you tell them to point at 2 cards. Exact same thing. If they point at the one which isn't the card, you let them eliminate those. If they point on the card, you keep those. Let's say like this. And for the last phase, for like a bit of dramatic, you tell them to stop anywhere. If they stop here, you turn the card around if it was turned around, and if they stop here, you eliminate this one and show them this card, okay? It's basically like just mark cards with Magician's Choice. And another method to do this trick, you don't need any marked deck, you can do it with everyone. You bevel the cards like this, okay? You see, it has an obvious bend in the cards. Now you let them choose a card, like this. And while they're looking at the cards, you bend them the other way. So they're turned in the other direction. And when you put the card back in the deck, you can tell it because it has a big, here's air where the card is supposed to be. Now you're going to do the exact same thing. But you have to look, where is this big thing, where's the card beveled the other way. So let's say like this. Now you know, because the card is beveled the other way, it is this one. That's basically it. You just, you don't use the marking, you just use the beveling of the cards. So on the start of the trick, you bend it in this direction, and while they're picking a card, you bend them in the other direction to know where the card is, okay? And then you have this, then you see where the beveled card is. I hope you see it, but yeah, you 100% see it. On one part of the deck goes out here. It has a big gap. Yeah, exactly. And then you just do the other thing that I explained to you later. That's the way to do it without marked cards, but it is a bit more obvious if you bend the cards and then bend them back. It's a bit more obvious, but it works too. But with marked cards it's better. So, like the end card on the rest of the video last time said. Join the Discord. Thanks for watching.